Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I do unboxings here, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but also some stationery, books, beauty, jewelry, and even a dash of Disney. So if you like unboxings, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell. And as always, if you're already subscribed, thank you again so much for being here and welcome back. Today I've got a box that combines two of those categories. It's both a book box and a beauty box. So of course it's called Beauty and a Book Box. This is a quarterly subscription. It is $37.99 plus $9 in shipping, but if you use the code BAABB10 you can save 10%. Don't worry, I'll leave all of that information for you in the description box below. It's really fun because each quarter you usually get to choose between two different book selections, or you can have it be a mystery and have them select for you, and then that book comes with some fun bookish items as well as an array of beauty products, often from pretty well-known brands. So it's usually a really good value, and it's perfect if you're trying to decide between a book subscription or a beauty subscription. This way you get the best of both worlds. Now usually she doesn't include the retail values of the items in the box itself, but as a reviewer I've requested those, so she has sent me a list and I will be sharing those retail values with you as we get into the box. So inside, I finally opened it up. It was a little bit stiff. It just has a little note. It says your March 2021 box is here. And then it's talking about the retreat that they're doing, and they're also going to do a teen retreat because they do have both adult and young adult subscriptions. So that's kind of a fun little extra thing that they do. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up, and there you guys can actually see the box now that I removed some of the tissue paper from the top, and that's where that little note about the retreats was on the inside of the lid. So the first thing I am seeing looks like a nice tote, which we do receive in a lot of boxes. This one is pretty cute though. It says book lover, but they have the book written with the O's as a book, just like they do in the Beauty and a Book Box logo. Now I appreciate this in terms of branding because it does have that logo from the box brand, but it doesn't necessarily say Beauty and a Book. So it's a little bit more subtle, and that's the kind of branding that I can get on board with. So this is pretty cute, feels pretty well made. It's a nice heavy canvas, and I do think it's cute. It's a cute little book bag, and it says that this has a value of $20, which is about what you would pay if you were in a bookshop or if you were like at a concert and you wanted to buy the little like matching souvenir tote. So it does, like I said, feel pretty well made. So the next thing I am seeing is a beauty blender from Base Blue, which is an item that we do receive in a lot of beauty boxes. I don't tend to use these a lot, but they definitely make fun things to tuck into little gift boxes when I put them together. So let's see, I think the value of this is $6, and I believe that's pretty accurate. So cute little item as well. The next thing I am pulling out, wow you guys, so right on top there is a little like personalized bookmark that someone just did with their best penmanship, and of course you guys know I appreciate that they put the dots over my E because that's super important. Nice silky tassel here, and it looks like it's just like a sleeve, so you can definitely put your own bookmark in there if you would like to, but looks like someone took some time and effort to put that in there. So it says this personalized bookmark has a value of $12. Now I'm gonna say that seems a little bit high because it looks like it's just done with like some nice colored pen, but you know, the sleeve is nice because you can put your own thing in there and make your own bookmark. So that value seems a little bit high to me in my personal opinion. And you guys know, if you haven't already been checking out my community tab, I just recently did a little survey in terms of what people think of branded and personalized items. I personally am not super into either because I like to often be able to re-gift the items if they're not my taste or I don't need them at the moment. That just gives me a little bit more freedom in terms of making sure that someone gets to use those products, and it's a lot harder to do obviously when it's got my name on it, but that's just an easy bookmark. I just think that it shouldn't necessarily count that much towards the total value of the box. But again, you guys, just looking at these retail values, you're definitely getting your money's worth in this box, which again is a really fair price these days. Anytime you get a box that's under $40, I think it's a good deal. All right, let's see, before we get to the book, let's look at this huge palette that we got. This is the Glow by Glory by Benji Glow Up palette. So came in a nice little bag. So let me go ahead and pull that up. Now, if you guys have watched any of my few beauty box unboxings, I don't do a lot in terms of makeup. And sometimes I feel like big palettes just kind of intimidate me. I know that's sort of silly. I should be a little more adventurous now that I am doing more makeup. But I usually like the smaller like quads or like ones that just have like 9. But let's go ahead and open up this box. The packaging is always like super impressive. So this is Benji on the back of the box, and it has a little note from her. So it says, I'm trying to see, this palette, you guys, is the highest valued item in the box at $36, which honestly seems pretty good for a palette because we know palettes can go for way more than that. So of course, the palette itself on the inside looks exactly the same. And then we'll open it up and see what our colors are. Now this is really pretty. There is a mirror on the top, which I'm not going to pull off, or I'm not going to show you on camera just because it's going to create too much glare, but it just says under the mirror, be bold, be brave, but always be you. So I am going to pull the little like plastic layer off though so that you can see the colors a little bit better. And then as always, you guys, I will take some photos over on Instagram so that you can see them even better and in better light. So they're kind of taped on there. These are actually really pretty. Let me go ahead and cover up the mirror. I actually really like this palette, you guys. So those are really nice size as well, the pans. That turquoise is a little adventurous for me, but all of the other colors are gorgeous. I've been needing like a smokier, darker color like that black. I kind of love this purpley brown down here. And of course, I even love that kind of gold mustard up there at the top. So this is actually a lovely palette that I think you could do a lot with. There's a lot of like shimmer in there. Sorry about that reflection, you guys. So I might have to hold on to this one, which is kind of surprising. But I also just kind of love all of the names. We have like Lumiere and Glisten. So it's a nice mixture of shimmers and mattes. So I might hold on to that one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. That's a lovely palette. Super excited. We also received something from Dr. Botanicals, and I think we actually got something from them in the last Beauty in a Book box. And of course, Dr. Botanicals appears in plenty of subscription boxes. So very, very cute packaging as always. And then it is a Moroccan Rose Nourishing Hand Cream. Now you guys know how I feel about rose. I think I might have actually received this exact same hand cream in another box just because I'm not usually a fan of rose scents. This is vegan friendly, it says. So here is what the tube looks like, and it has a value of $29.99. So that is a pretty pricey hand cream, but it is, let's see, 1.69 fluid ounces, otherwise known as 50 milliliters. So pretty cute. I'll probably pass it on to someone just because I'm not a huge fan of rose scents, but I do really love Dr. Botanicals products. So I like that we get like both beauty products like the palette in here, as well as some like bath and body products in terms of like the lotion here. And then finally we get down to our book, which is hefty, you guys. Now I did not realize when I chose this book that it was so big, and I love that we got a hardcover, which I am a hardcover snob now, which I never was before. This is worth $28.99, and that's going to be the listed price on the actual hardcover itself. It's Kristen Hanna's The Four Winds, but look how pretty that is. It just looks mysterious almost on the cover, but it's a pretty thick book. So this is going to take me a little while. Usually it takes me like a few days, or even sometimes I have to stretch it out over a week to like get through the first like 100 pages. And then usually I'm so immersed in the book that I finish it very quickly, but usually it takes me a little while to like warm up to a book. So let me go ahead and read a little bit about it to you. This is a pretty new release. Look at the inside cover, you guys. They did this like splatter of metallic gold. That's really a nice touch. So it says, Texas, 1921, a time of abundance. The Great War is over, the bounty of the land is plentiful, and America is on the brink of a new and optimistic era. But for Elsa Walcott, deemed too old to marry in a time when marriage was a woman's only option, the future seems bleak. Until the night she meets Rafe Martinelli and decides to change the direction of her life. With her reputation in ruins, there's only one respectable choice, marriage to a man she barely knows. By 1934, the world has changed. Millions are out of work, and drought has devastated the Great Plains. Farmers are fighting to keep their land and their livelihoods as crops fail and water dries up and the earth cracks open. Dust storms roll relentlessly across the plains. Everything on the Martinelli farm is dying, including Elsa's tenuous marriage. Each day is a desperate battle against nature and a fight to keep her children alive. In this uncertain and perilous time, Elsa, like so many of her neighbors, must make an agonizing choice. Fight for the land she loves or leave it behind and go west to California in search of a better life for her family. The Four Winds is a rich, sweeping novel that stunningly brings to life the Great Depression and the people who lived through it, the harsh realities that divided a nation, and the enduring battle between the haves and the have-nots. A testament to hope, resilience, and the strength of the human spirit to survive adversity, The Four Winds is an indelible portrait of America and the American dream as seen through the eyes of one indomitable woman whose courage and sacrifice will come to define a generation. That sounds so good and so inspiring, and normally you guys, you know that I have been really like into thrillers and like true crime, so this seems like a nice refreshing departure. Got those like Grapes of Wrath vibes for sure, but it's gonna be like a historical fiction, which I'm super into as well. So I'm really happy with this book selection and really excited to dive on into it. So let me know in the comments below if you've read this book already. Don't do too many spoilers, but let me know how high up on my to be read pile it should go. So let's just go over all of the awesome items again in this very well-priced box. In my personal opinion, we got this awesome hardcover novel worth $29. We got the personalized bookmark, which is cute. I think the retail value they listed on it was a little bit high at $12. We got the very cute book lover tote, which I think will come in handy because I love collecting tote bags and just having them all around because you never know when you're going to need a tote. We got the Glow by Glory palette, which I actually think is gorgeous and might be a little bit adventurous for me in a good way. That was worth $36. We got the Dr. Botanicals Moroccan Rose Hand Cream worth another $30. And then finally, we got the Beauty Blender at $6. So let me know what your favorite item was besides the book in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, you guys, please do give it a thumbs up and definitely consider checking this out. I feel like it's very different in terms of the other book boxes that I have the opportunity to review here on the channel. It's unique, and I think it's really cool that they're doing other things like events and retreats as well. I hope you enjoyed the video, you guys. Please do give it a thumbs up, and hopefully I see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.